of things happen on the news. Huge announcement and huge things to show you. A lot of positive things and things that I would like to share, and it's different strategies that you can use to manage risk. So this week is very interesting, so definitely stay tuned to the video. So within a moment, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show to you what's gonna be what we are going to do today. As I was discussing the previous week, a lot of things has happened, especially the debt ceiling talks. What is it? As you guys know, the US currently has reached its limit in terms of borrowing power, so the government cannot borrow any more money if there's no deal coming from the Senate. If there's no deal coming up, that pass into law, that we allow the government to borrow more money. So what are the consequences of that deal? If something is not fine or something is not found, basically, as you guys can see, many government employees will not be paid. A lot of businesses will not be able to borrow any money. So a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. The US dollar is gonna lose a lot of values because many other countries will lose belief in that money, and so it's definitely something that has a huge impact on the market, as I was stating the previous week. So it's extremely important to always keep track of the news. So the topic and plans for the day. Number one, so checking the news exactly at 8:30, as I was discussing, and always adding or checking weekly important events as times goes on. Number two, before jumping to any trade, always do the fundamentals, which is volume analysis. See how the market looks like. Is it like people are selling or buying? Things that are new today. So what is trading view? Why do you need to use trading view? So just a quick overview of it. As you guys can see, if you go on Robinhood, you have a limited view of the chart. So, and you cannot customize that view a lot. So the customization feature are very limited. You cannot change the color. You cannot. There are certain indicators that you might not have. You may not be able to zoom in and change the time frame for the trades. I think you have access to daily, every 5 day, weekly, and monthly and yearly. Some for the view of the chart. But trading view gives you a more in-depth view, so you can. I'm gonna show you. Just stay tuned. So should you trade every time? That's another good question I'm gonna bring up, and I'm gonna show you huge things happen this week. So I'm gonna show you what happened and what's the plan for next week. I'm gonna discuss about a strategy, how to reduce risk using short and long-term option of opposite nature. I'm just gonna briefly introduce you to that concept. I'm gonna show you the result of using that strategy to level up our trade, trade that we are doing. And but I'm not gonna discuss in depth, about in this video, because I have to keep it short and concise. So trades to things to add to the calendar. Things and the most important things is to keep track of the US debt ceiling talks meetings. One happened on Tuesday, May 25th. Again, it's extremely important to take track of those news, because if a solution is not found, the consequences are huge on the economy, and that will drive the market, in one direction or in a different direction. So this is the calendar. As I show you, it's important to have a calendar. So when you put the dates, you can see it's filled up with dates. Some events are important. So what I recommend you can write down a list of events that are relevant, such as the CPI data release, the job claim data it is. And again, what is driving the market? It's not only one, a combination of one news. It's a combination of many things happening. So always keep that in mind. So it's not because you see something, oh, this is a negative news, or that the market's gonna necessarily go in one direction or another. But some news have more weight than the others, and the US debt ceiling news has a huge and direct effect on the market, and that cannot be neglected or ignored. And and this is the calendar for May 20 of this year. This is the calendar for June. I already added one event that you need to keep track of, which is on the unemployment and the job added report. This is delivered by the Department of Labor, so it's accessible to everyone. So keep track of that report. It's extremely important to see if there's an improvement, because that shows how the economy is going. Is it going well, or not? So what is TradingView? So I was talking earlier because Robinhood has some limitation in terms of customization, and we need to level up the tools that we need and that we are using. So TradingView is a charting platform that provides different views and time frame to look at a price movement of a particular stock or stocks. What are the advantages? So it offers tools to customize your chart, such as changing colors and adding custom and non-conventional indicators. For example, so as you guys can see right there on the video, I'm gonna just zoom out a little bit within a moment. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna open you and show it to you how it look like. So TradingView, as we guys discussed, have a lot of advantages. Which is just one moment. I'm putting up a video. Okay, so you go on TradingView. So you open your browser, whatever browser you're using, Chrome, Firefox, or whatever. So open it, type tradingview.com. That will redirect you to the home page. On the home page, you can see what I'm seeing right now. So it shows you talk about the markets. Then you click on get started directly to another page. And on that page, you see the different plans that it offers. So the Pro Plus, and the Premium. And if plans offer different advantages and disadvantages, as you guys can see, some offer more customization, so you can add more indicators, more intervals, whatever it is, you can, this is what is offering you. And as you guys can see, this is also the basic plan, which is the free one that you are aiming at. And so definitely feel free to have that basic plan ready and sign up, because if you don't sign up and customize a chart, that will not save the changes. So make sure that you sign up. It's a very easy process. So you click on right now we are going to click on the account. We are going to try to go on the overview, and on the overview we are going to go on markets. No, I think it's this not the right place. So it's, you go on markets instead. You go on stocks, and you click on stocks screener, and after that, that's gonna direct you to a different page. On that page, there's a search bar. You click on that search bar, you tap SPY, which is the SPY, and you select specifically the SPY that has the price 417 something US dollar, which is the one that you are aiming at. You click on it, it's gonna open another page. So this is like a general view on the basic, or how it may look like. But what we want to click on see on super charts, which is gonna give you a more detailed view and customized view as well. So as you guys can see right away, we see candlestick chart as the default view, and there you click on there are different, different options, indicators, candles. You see the time frame, the daily, the 5 days, the monthly, etc. So different view to that will show you the price change within that time frame. So the next thing is you click on that cross. That's gonna give you different cursor cost options. So you can choose the style that you want, and you can change the type of the time frame for the chart. So if you want to have a minute chart, there are different options, but some options, as you can see, are not free, so you may want, if you want them, but I don't recommend you to pay right now. So yeah, so those are the options that you can see. I'm just gonna stick to the minute chart because this is again this is a process that I'm going with you, and there are different indicators you click, but as I'm gonna go back right now, there are different types of charts. The line chart, this is the line chart that we have currently, and I'm gonna go back to candle charts, as you guys can see. So you click on settings, as you guys can see. After that, you can customize the background. So that's a darker background. So what else could you do? Those are just the basics that I'm showing you. So then you can customize the color of the candlestick charts. You can let me scroll down and see what I can show you for this video. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the basic things that I wanted to show you. This is just an intro to TradingView, and as you can see, it's an awesome tool that will give you a lot of details about charts and customization. Most important. So going back to the presentation, this is one example, and so going back to the previous trades I did. So the previous trade part 1. So there are 3 trades I'm going to show you, and I want you to pay attention to the one, especially the one that has this red arrow that is pointing down. The first trade I played 2 puts, and it has been bought on May 23rd, and as you guys can see right there, those are 2 contracts, two contracts, and and the profit, it's been taken in red, so it's $600, right? So the one in the middle is the one that's more important for right now, because I'm gonna use what I told you to manage the risk. I'm gonna use 2 options of different nature, so one short and long-term option, but the of opposite nature. The first one is a call option. So my bet in this specific trade, I'm betting that I was betting initially that the market's gonna go down, so I bought more puts first, but then I realized, okay, so the market's probably gonna go in a different direction. So as you guys can see, my initial strategy, I had those tools. So SPY for 417 calls and 416 puts. So those were my initial play. As you can see, the total return initially is negative. So let's go to the next to the trade that is just red on the right. So those are, as you guys can see, those are the 417 call that I show you on the trade in the middle, but I just bought more contracts for that trade. So instead of 1, right now you can see I have 4, so I bought 3 more. As you guys can see, the total return was already that day $113. So let's go back to the next page. So this is extremely this is extremely important. I want you to pay attention. The trade on the left is the final result of the calls. So I put more weights, I bought more contracts. What I mean, I bought more call contracts because that was the plan at the end. So I waited, but as a safety measure, I had to put kind of to balance out if in case this doesn't go well. I still have those 2 short, those puts to kind of diminish the losses, if that makes sense. So the total return for those contracts, it's about 1,234 US dollar, and but those are for the cost, but for the total return of both the calls and the put is it's 812 US dollar. So as you guys can see, if I open up that put, you will see that it's I'm losing money. That's why I'm not fully gaining the 1,000. It's because I'm losing money with the puts. So the goal of this strategy is not to go euro, all in. It's just to go a little bit more safer. So you may not gain as much money if you go, full in on one direction, but you are kind of having this safety measure, or kind of this insurance. Oh, okay, if the trade doesn't go as expected, I'm still not losing as much. So that's the intent. But I'm gonna give you probably more details about these strategies, and how soon I could recommend someone to pick. I'm talking about the expiration date. How soon should I pick the expiration date for each contract? How do I do that? That's a valid question, but I'm gonna bring up probably that in the future. So that's it for the day. So again, tonight the Senate will decide whether that US debt ceiling talks will go well or not. So we'll keep track of that, because that will help us decide what move we are going to make tomorrow. And again, always evaluate the order flow or the volume. Set a stop loss if the trade is risky. That's one other strategy to manage the risk. And always try to learn, but always focus on the fundamentals. I'm always bringing that up because it's hard to bring to fundamentals and how to beat that initial research and efforts that you put in, because it's anyone can tell you, okay, I can buy, you can follow this indicator, this trading patterns, but it's hard. It's really, really hard to beat someone that is combining, fundamental analysis, so understanding the news, the economy, how things are moving, or potential risk, because there's one on one side, the one that's just trying to have this magical trick, and you can be really sure, if that was so easy to do, probably, everyone would do it, but it's not that easy. That's why it's important to put a lot of effort, personal effort, to do the research, to track the news, to add those events, and to do all that. So thank you guys for watching these videos, and thumbs up if you like the videos, if you like the content, or if you feel that I need to develop or elaborate more about certain topic. I'm definitely willing to do that. So that was it for today, and stay tuned for this journey, and thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment on what you want me to post, and thank you for watching.